Hi, I'm Jessica.
And I'm Tracy.
And this is She's on Top, the place where we celebrate and elevate women.
And today we're talking with Zoe Share from Schmooz Media.
Zoe, can you tell us a little bit about your business?
Absolutely. So Schmooz Media is a social marketing agency. We focus on marrying purpose with profit and creating content that embodies your true core values and creates value for your community at large.
That sounds great. So now we'd like to ask you, how are you dealing with the new normal for your family and also for your business?
I mean, that's a really, really interesting question. And here's my interesting answer. One day at a time. And so I have a 2-year-old and 10 employees. And I'm also started another organization that's volunteer-based. So between those 3 major life buckets, I'm the type of person who needs to keep really busy, or else I think too much. So my new normal is filling my day with as much purpose as I can, trying to help the world as much as I can, and taking care of myself not quite enough, to be honest.
And just so people know, you came back from Florida, so you guys have actually been quarantined for 14 days, right?
Yes.
Zoe, and how did you work out? Your husband's working from home, so how are you guys working that out?
So this is what we're doing. We have a schedule. It starts at 7 o'clock in the morning. And so my daughter has a grow clock, which she wakes up with the sun, ideally. And we do 2-hour shifts. So I take on the first 2 hours. Then we sort of have breakfast, coffee, and split between 9 and 10. Both of us kind of half work and half support Sabrina. And then we move into, I get to work for 2 hours, which is me being on call with you right now. And then I'm back on with Sabrina for 2 hours, and then it's her nap, back and forth and back and forth. And if we need to go to the bathroom or we have an urgent client need, we flip back off again to each other. So childcare with a 2-year-old whose attention span doesn't last very long, while managing clients who are anxious, and my husband who manages the operations for my family's law firm. It is not for the faint of heart, and very challenging.
And so how are you dealing with, and how you were saying you're managing a business, how is that going? How's the flip side of all this?
So managing a business right now it's a very interesting time to be a leader. I have to demonstrate certainty in the chaos for my team, and with so much uncertainty and so much that's unpredictable, it's very, very challenging to be that rock. So what I'm trying to do is lead with transparency, which is always what I do, but especially now, telling my team when there's opportunities and when things don't seem as strong, just being completely transparent about that, and letting them help me decide what we need to do next. Their energy and their passion and motivation to make it work alongside me is more important now than ever. And it's my responsibility to be very, very clear about that with them.
Have you pivoted your business in any way? Have you changed things in your business?
Definitely. So Schmooz I feel very fortunate because Schmooz was already a purpose-driven business, helping companies who are looking to make sure that they're not just doing an icky sales ask over and over and over again, but are actually adding value day to day. So what we're doing is we're incentivizing clients and new clients to come on board and know that a portion of what they're paying us in terms of creating value add content and community management and all the social marketing stuff that we do, a portion of what they're paying us is going to go right to the home front, which is my volunteer organization that I've put together with a group of other fabulous women who are all just working together to get as many supplies, resources, funds to frontline workers to get them what they need the most. So I feel it's my part, my privilege to be able to say there's money coming in. How can I take that money and be responsible with it? One way is making sure that my staff has work and that as many freelancers as possible have work, but also to say that a portion of that is going back to something really good and meaningful that's being spent and used in an ethical way. So marrying profit and purpose is not just what I say on my website, it's what I'm doing right now and all the time, but especially now, to make sure that it is clear that the companies that are going to stand and last are the ones who are making their purpose and their ethics known.
That's amazing. You know, it's such a good point because, you know, one piece thing that I heard somebody say, I think it was Jaden Cleary, she was like, you have to think, how do I want to, when I look back at this time, how will I want to have behaved? How will I want to remember myself? Now, is there, you know, in everything that you said, is there any way that we as a community can help you, or is there anything that you need, or?
Well, I need more clients who want creative solutions for their social marketing. So if there's businesses who are saying, right now, I don't have the budget to do some crazy huge communications strategy, but I'd like to come together with other businesses and work together on purpose-driven communications, I can help to facilitate that and make sure donations, a portion of that money is going back to the home front. So, you know, my goal here is to help businesses survive for longer, sustain themselves, sustain their employees, sustain feelings of being part of something when we're feeling isolated and alone, as well as making sure a portion of the money that businesses are paying are going back to an ethical source, which is the home front. So anyone who can help with that, and anyone who wants to come up with creative solutions with me, money has to change hands, but in a smart way. And that's what I'm looking for. People who want to take action now that's going to serve them for the long run and serve their entire community.
That's great. And what I was going to say is we'll put all that information in the descriptions on YouTube and LinkedIn and Instagram and Facebook.
Oh, thank you.
For Homefront, for Schmooz Media, whatever information you want, give it to us and we'll include it all there. And I guess we have to wrap up soon. So I guess one of the questions we have is like, is there something you can take away from this? Like some experience or something that really stands out that you've learned so far in the last, couple of weeks?
That you can share in a minute.
Yeah, in a minute.
I'll share it in a minute. It's okay to cry. Go out for a walk. I bring my dog every night I go, and sometimes I just walk and cry because there's two sides of me, the overwhelmed side where I feel like I can do absolutely nothing to save the world and help the world. And I just need to let that out in order to make room for all the positive energy I have. So you can feel both things and use that to help fuel you right now. So show up as you are and own it, and know that all of those things within you are what's going to help you get through this. I keep trying to remind myself of that too.
Thanks so much, Zoe. That's beautiful. If you guys have any questions for Zoe, she'd be happy to answer them, and we would love to have you back.
Thank you. I would love, love, love to keep adding value, teaching people about how to not seem icky on social media right now. I know it's so hard to ask people for money right now. I get it. So let's all figure it out together.
Thanks so much.
Zoe.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.